As a kid growing up in the 90s in India, I loved playing cricket. And there were so many things that could go right. Your next cover drive could sound like Kohli in the nets in Australia.
Yes, boy.
Your next six down the ground could make you seem like Sachin in Sharjah in 98.
And Tendulkar greets him by dancing down the track.
Or maybe you could start your next match with a boundary through the covers like Virendra Sehwag in 2011, right?
Wow. What a start.
But out of everything that could go wrong, one of the worst things that could happen was in the middle of a match, some 30, 40-year-old uncle coming up to you and asking to just let them play for an over or so. And some were so desperate, they would ask us to let them at least bowl, if not bat. Now, I don't know about you, but me and my friends used to get really pissed off at such requests. But now that I'm 30 myself, I can safely say that I finally understand where those 30, 40-year-old uncles were coming from back then. Probably someone just bogged down by all the seriousness we inherit when we grow up. Probably someone just wanting to feel like that 5, 10, 15-year-old again, just playing. And this is something that's applicable in so many aspects of our life, right? You never really understand your manager unless you look at the situation from their perspective. You never really understand or forgive your parents unless you try to walk a mile in their shoes. So the next time any of your relationships, even some as temporary as your relationship with your cab driver for the next hour or so, if any of those relationships, if any of those situations tend to force you into a corner where you cannot help but feel irritated or angry at that person, just relax, take a deep breath, and try to look at the situation from their perspective. It helps. Because, as a 30-year-old now, I'm not angry at all of those kids who hand their bat angrily to me when I ask them to let me play for at least an over. Also, a bonus tip, keep something with you physically that reminds you of your childhood. For me personally, since I'm a cricket lover, I tend to keep this crazy little ball with me. And for some reason, it reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of how simple, how energetic, how playful, how away from all the seriousness, how full of life my childhood was. Tap into that as an adult and you know you're doing all right. Until next time, peace out.